Hello everyone and welcome to this introductory video on the periods of music topic. So I'm going to very quickly explain to you how the practical element of this topic is going to work so that you're ready to do your practical work. We are going to be playing this term the piece of music Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and hopefully your teacher has already played it for you already. So Beethoven's Fifth Symphony is a piece of music which was written by Ludwig van Beethoven, and he was from the classical romantic period. He composed these things called symphonies. Now a symphony is a really big piece of music. I say big for a whole orchestra, but also big in or long in length. Normally symphonies last between 45 minutes and an hour. Some of them can even last up to an hour and a half, especially Mahler's symphonies, Mahler being another composer slightly more modern. And this piece of music, you will have heard it before. I'm sure most of you will have heard it. If not, it's very popular, so do have a listen. But we're going to be playing it in groups of 4. So in a minute, you're going to get this worksheet, and the worksheet is set out colour-coded. Now, for the purposes of this topic, we are going to play this bit, and just here, up to where it says section C on the sheet, section C. So in your groups of 4, you need to choose who is going to play which part. So for example, one person is going to be orange, one person will be yellow, one person will be blue, and one person will be green. What you then do is you follow the music through. So for example, we've got here the orange part, just here. You will play your music to there, and then you will jump down and carry on playing, and then you will jump up and carry on playing all the way to where it says section C. When you're the yellow part, you'll play the yellow music from the beginning there to there, then jump down to here, and then jump up to here, and again stop where it says section C. And so on and so forth with the blue and the green. So actually, if you look at the amount of music you're playing, you're actually only playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 bars of music. It's not long at all. I think it lasts about 14 seconds in total. But this is what the music actually sounds like when it's played together. So I'm going to play all 4 parts at the same time together now so that you can hear them. This is part 1 up here. This is part 2. This is part 3. And this is part 4. And it sounds like this. That is it up to section C. So you can hear there, I played all 4 parts together. On their own though, the parts sound a little bit strange. If you follow along your music, so if you're the orange part, for example, you follow along your music, you'll play the following notes. You'll play G, 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 E flat, F, 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 D, but then you've got this gap with nothing there. That's okay, because the blue part and the yellow part have to fill in the gaps. So you might find that there's a point of the music that you're not actually playing anything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just bring you over and I'm going to play the part so that you can see what you should be doing on the keyboard. Here we go. Let's hope this turns round for me. Yep, it has turned round. Good. And then we're going to just go down to here. So looking at our music then, I'm going to start by playing the orange part to here, section C. So here we go. This is what it looks like. We've got G, 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 E flat, F, 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 D. Then we've got a rest, 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 E flat, E flat, E flat, C. Rest, rest, F, 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 D. G, G, F, E flat, G, G, F, E flat, G, G, F, E flat, C, and then G and B together. So what I've just done there is I've played the music up to this point, just here. So you hopefully were following along with your sheets. One thing to say right now as well is that if you look here, it says G, E flat. Yes, it only has one G written, but actually you can see there are 3 notes there. So you play G, G, then G, and then for example here, F, 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 D. So you don't just play G, E flat, F, D, you actually repeat the note. And you repeat the note according to how many times you have a quaver there. These funny little tadpole looking things. So now I'm going to play part 2 for you. So part 2 sounds like this. The yellow part 2. G, 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 E flat, F, 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 D, rest, rest, A flat, A flat, A flat, G, hold the note on, A flat, A flat, A flat, G, hold the note on. So now we're approaching section B, and then it goes E flat, F, G, E flat, F, G, G, F sharp, D. Moving on to now part 3. So this is the blue part now. We're now moving down to this half of the piano. So the lower half of the piano now. So I'm going to play G, 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 E flat, F, 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 D. Now this is probably the easiest part. We're going to go G, 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 E flat, and hold it down. Then G, 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 D, hold it down. Then we've got E flat, F, D, E flat, F, D, E flat, A flat, G. And then finally part 4, we've got, again, a low part, but I'll play it up here again. G, 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 E flat, F, 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 D, rest, rest, C. And then you hold down the C. Then we play a B. Hold down the B. C, B, C, B, 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 C, A flat, G. Now you might be asking yourselves, how do I know, there I am, I'm back. How do I know how long to hold when you've got a long note which is sustained? How do I know how long to hold it for? Well, if you look at the music, for example, this is a long note which sustains here. That's held down. So this person will play their notes first, and you press this note and hold it down. But actually, how long do you hold it for? Well, however long it takes for this person to play their bit, this person to play their bit, and then to jump down here, and then it's you again. So let's take part 4, for example, this one here. When you play that B, you're going to play it at the same time as that person playing D, and then you hold it for as long as it takes for part 2 to play their notes, part 1 to play their notes there, part 1 to then play their next notes, and as soon as they play their E flat, you're going to play your C. So you follow the music along like this. Everyone's playing all at the same time, and you follow it through the music, and then you go down to here, follow through, everyone playing their notes in line. Imagine there's one of those, Disney play-along lines going along the music, and you get to here. For example, these last chords, everyone plays their chords, their notes together. And then you stop here where it says section C, so we stop just there. So I hope that's been helpful for you. You need to work in groups of 4. If you are working in a group of 3, that is okay, but one person's going to have to play 2 parts at the same time. I managed to play 4 parts at the same time, but obviously I've been playing this for a long time. Good luck, and I'll see you soon.